I participated in the Great Shakeout, actually initially back in grad school again. That was my first time. But we did have earthquake drills all the time growing up in Southern California. It was, like I said before, always kind of a harrowing experience, especially when you're younger and you're not sure what to expect. Normally, an announcement would come on over the intercom and we'd all be called to get under the desks, cover your head and neck, hold on to something firm. And it's something that I've always kept with me, regardless of the fact that I moved across country to a typically non-earthquake prone region. It's always such a best practice, and I think the younger the better. And the fact that FEMA is leading the way on the Great Shakeout drill is really a testament to how far we've come as a nation, because it is such a great risk and it can impact anyone just like that.
When I participated in the Great Shakeout the first time, it was a new experience for me, and I was a little bit unsure of how to participate or what it meant to participate in the shakeout. What I found was that it's a great avenue and learning tool to both educate yourself on how to stay safe during earthquakes, to know your risk, whether you're at home and living in an earthquake-prone area, or maybe you travel to those places, or even if you have family living in earthquake-prone areas. This is a great opportunity to review what your risk is, learn how to prepare for an earthquake, and then know the steps to mitigate your risk. Those are the things that I learned during my first participation in Shakeout, and I learned that through several FEMA resources available on ready.gov. There's also the FEMA app that helps you know when a disaster is occurring. It provides you tips to stay prepared, and also resources in the event of a disaster.
Yeah, the first time in my experience that we participated in a wide-scale exercise involving earthquake safety was just 2 years ago. This was mostly done in concert with our local school district and trying to make sure we were working real closely with especially the elementary schools, but all of the schools in the district as to the coordinated response to an earthquake event. Not only the initial safety measures that the school and the students would need to take, but to give them an idea of what to expect in terms of the emergency response from police and fire and EMS that would follow. And so last year we conducted this Great Shakeout with the schools. I think to a large degree it was successful. Definitely something we will continue to do in the future and hopefully perfect, because there were no doubt some lessons learned from our first run through.
If you ever travel to a location that is high in seismic risk, or if you have family living in those areas, even if you eventually move to one of those locations or experience an earthquake at home, you want to be prepared. It is critical that every citizen have the resources and knowledge to prepare for an earthquake, know how to mitigate their risk, and be able to share that information with others, be it your family, your neighbors, or your colleagues at work.
Areas in low earthquake risk absolutely should participate in the Great Shakeout drill, because we are just getting better and better technology writ large and understanding where earthquakes can occur. Simply because there hasn't been an earthquake in a given area in 100 or 200 years doesn't mean that it can't happen tomorrow. We're discovering new fault lines, and there's a lot of great work being done all across at all different levels of government and private industry to better understand how earthquakes, can impact us. Just because you don't even feel the earthquake initially doesn't mean that some downstream impacts can't affect your community.
Participating in the Great Shakeout is easy. First, all you have to do is register on shakeout.org. It's free to register. And on that website, you will find a multitude of resources available to you as an individual to teach you how to prepare and participate, as well as resources for schools, including elementary all the way up through higher education, businesses, nonprofit organizations, and emergency responders. So register today, sign up to participate in the Great Shakeout, and then lastly, FEMA also has a text message alert system set up for Shakeout, where all you have to do is text Shakeout to 43362.